Hey guys, it's Connor and Brad.
What's up, everybody?
We are live right now on Facebook and YouTube, and we want to share with you guys what we're calling our golden sequence for selling via email. And just make sure the tech looks good. I think it does.
Yep, we're good on YouTube.
All right. Cool. Well, let's dive into this presentation for about 15 minutes, and then we'll take any questions that you guys have. So, it's called the Golden Sequence, and before we dive in, we just want to say thanks. Really appreciate you guys watching our first video. It was our most popular video. This is a brand new YouTube channel that we're doing together, and that was our first video that we've really promoted. And it's already our most popular video. It's gotten over 100 views in the first day. And that's all thanks to you guys with your comments, your questions, the hashtags. Really appreciate your support. Thank you guys for watching the videos and commenting and enjoying. And we just want to remind you, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And that way you'll get all the new videos that we put out over the next few months, over this year. And if you're enjoying these free videos, if you could do us a favor and just leave a comment below with the hashtag email marketing. It's all one word, hashtag email marketing, just to let us know that you're in, that you like this, that you want more, and also to let YouTube know that they should show this video to more people who want to learn about email marketing. So if you're just tuning in, let's do a quick recap. In the first video, we covered how we started using this sequence, and in the past we would send out daily emails and we'd make a consistent amount of money. And when we switched to a different model and only sending emails in a specific sequence that we're going to tell you today, our income really shot all the way up. We experienced these surges in sales that you see below, and we're able to do that consistently and repeatably. And we also talked about how I first used this a few months ago to win big prize money and place pretty high in a very competitive affiliate contest where I was up against people with lists of over 100,000 people. Mine was only 4,500, and because of this sequential method of selling that we're going to teach you today, I was able to get fourth place, win some good money, and even more importantly, come up with a new method of emailing that we can consistently use over and over again. And we also talked about how every industry uses this. They all use some form of a sequence for selling. Toyota does it to sell cars. McDonald's uses it to sell things. Starbucks uses it. HBO uses it when they promote a new show like Game of Thrones. And the movie industry uses it. It's really the best metaphor that we have for explaining how the sequence works. Think about what happens leading up to the release of a movie on Friday. First, for a few months prior, they're going to be doing previews, PR campaigns, all this stuff leading up to the date where they release the movie. It's always on a Friday. There's a specific date and time where the movie comes out, and opening weekend is where they set the big records for box office sales. They know if they follow the proper sequence every single week, all the time they're doing this, they know that following that sequence is what allows them to get a massive surge of ticket sales on opening weekend. And even after that dies out, you'll notice that movies are only available in theaters for a limited time. That's also important as part of the selling sequence, that it's only available for a limited period of time. And we're going to show you how to do that with your email list so that you can focus the attention of your email subscribers, get them excited, release something, and have them all surge and rush in to buy it during a specific window of time. We've also gotten some comments and that made us chuckle, and we wanted to share. People have asked us, are you guys doing a sequence on us right now? And the truth is, yes, we are. This is a sequence that we're using right now to explain the concept to you. And there's no need for us to hide that. This is completely ethical, completely transparent. This is a sequence about sequences right now, and this is part 2, where we're going to teach you a valuable technique that you can use in your business right now. And I just wanted to take the time first to say thanks, for leaving these comments. I think it's pretty cool that we're doing a sequence about sequences. And also just to let you know, we don't have to hide this. It's very transparent. I know a lot of people shy away from selling because they think that they've got to be pushy or salesy or sneaky. There are no sneaky sales tricks here. We'll tell you exactly what we're doing, and you can watch us as we do it. And a certain number of people will end up buying when you use this sequence, but not everybody buys. You know, the majority of people on your list are usually not going to buy from you. But if they are paying attention, and the sequence is the way that you focus their attention and harness it, and because it's ethical, because it builds authority and trust and connection, and it builds the relationship that you have with your list, even if they don't buy from you the first time you use this, they're still paying attention and they're going to like you a lot more, and they may buy from you the next time or the next time. And the beauty of this sequence is that you can duplicate it week in and week out and just keep using it for different products. So now in this video, we want to show you how to use this golden sequence to create the spike in sales that you see repeatably, predictably, week in and week out. We've been doing this for a few months now, and it just keeps working. The first thing you're going to need is an email list and an offer to sell them. So if you don't have those things already, make sure to watch our free videos that we've put out to show you how to build a list, how to get free traffic, how to find offers that convert, and make sure you subscribe to see all the videos we put out in the future that will help you to get these pieces in play to have your email marketing business. But assuming you already have those things, you're building an email list and you have at least one offer to sell them, here's what you're going to do. We're going to give you a 6-day sequence. That's what's working best for us right now. Once you learn the concepts of this, you can play around with it. We're experimenting with different versions of this. So there's a 3-day sequence, there's a 10-day sequence, there's a 7-day. You can make this as long or as short as you like once you understand the concepts of why it works. But if you want to try this out right now, we're going to show you how to do it in 6 days. So the first day is the big idea. In this email, you're going to talk about the big idea behind the offer that you're selling. Every good converting offer has a big idea. If it's your offer, you probably already know what it is because you created it. And if you're the affiliate selling someone else's offer, then what you want to do is just go watch their sales video or read their sales letter and just breeze through the first 5 minutes. The big idea will become very apparent to you. And it's got to be something that is compelling, specific, and unique. So if you're selling a weight loss offer, the big idea is not going to be, hey, you can lose weight. That's too generic. It's not specific enough. But that particular weight loss offer will have something unique about it, and you need to dive in and figure out what it is. And this day, this email, you're going to talk to them about the big idea and get them sold, not on the product. You're not selling a product today. You're selling them on an idea, and if they understand that idea, then they will want to buy the product when you offer it to them. Day number 2, you're going to teach them how to do something useful. And the criteria for what you're going to teach them is it should be something for them that's easy for them to do and implement right away. It should be something that they don't already know. So going back to the weight loss concept, you're not going to want to tell them, hey, if you want to lose weight, you should eat vegetables. That's not very unique. People know that already. You want to teach them something specific that they don't already know, and it should give them a high chance of success. So think about with the offer that you're selling, and this will be easy if it's your offer, and if it's not, for all the affiliates watching this, one cool thing you can do when you have a list and you're promoting offers is contact the creator of the product or their affiliate manager and ask if you can get affiliate access. And most product creators have a special access link that they will give to you if you want to promote their product. And you can say, hey, I'd like to promote your product. Do you think I could get access so I could pull out some good nuggets to share with my list and sort of pre-sell them and launch it to my list? And that most affiliate managers are happy to do that. So just go through the product, find something you could teach them in like one paragraph, slap it in an email, and that's day 2. Day 3 is the sneak preview. The first 2 days, you actually don't tell them that there's an offer to buy. Day 3 is when you finally reveal that there is a product that they can buy. You're not going to sell it to them today, but you're going to start talking about it. You're going to tell them the features and benefits of the offer, what it's going to do for them. You're going to tie it all back to that one big idea that you started with. And most importantly, on day 3, you're going to lock in a date and time that the product will become available. And if you're doing this sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, then you'll tell them, hey, tomorrow, this product will be available at this time, at 12 noon, be at your computer. I'm going to tell you the link that you can get it for. And this is where you're also going to introduce scarcity or urgency. If you're selling a physical product, scarcity is, hey, there's only 100 of these products, and when they're gone, they're gone. If you're not selling a physical product, urgency is a time constraint to say it will be available from this date to this date, and if you miss it after the deadline, you can't get it. So there's a time constraint. Just like a movie. Hey, it's going to be open on this date. Make sure you see it while it's available, while it's in theaters. That's really important that you put a time constraint. Day number 4, you start selling the product. And this is going to be the simplest sales email you've ever written. It really is as simple. Because of the build-up leading up to day 4, all you have to do is say, hey, the product's available now. Here's a link to buy it. That's it. It could be 2 or 3 sentences. Just tell them it's available, give them a link to the sales page, and remind them of that scarcity and urgency one more time. So you'll say, hey, the product is available. Here's where to find it. Make sure you get it before the deadline closes. Otherwise, you'll miss out. Day number 5, we're still selling the product. And in this sales email, we're going to pitch them on the most compelling bonus offer that comes with the product. So every good offer has a bonus, at least one, if not a whole stack of bonuses to sweeten the deal, And many people, if they see the bonuses, will buy a product specifically because they really wanted one of the bonuses. Now, this will be something, if you've created your own products, this will be something you add to the offer to sweeten the deal and make it even more of a no-brainer for them to buy it. And not everybody that sees a sales page or a sales video makes it all the way to the part where they announce the bonuses. In a sales video, that could be 35 minutes in. And maybe even though they've seen the product in the sales letter, they may not be aware of the bonuses. So it's a really compelling way to draw their attention back to why they need to buy this offer. It's different. They haven't seen it yet. And just drawing their awareness to a bonus can be enough to knock a lot of people off the fence and get them to buy today. And again, you want to remind them of the scarcity and urgency, because if this is a 6-day sequence, you're closing it down tomorrow. So on day 5, I'm going to end that email by saying, hey, there's only one more day. Time's running out. Make sure you get this by tomorrow. On day 6, all you got to do is hit scarcity really hard. So, hey, this is closing down tonight. Here's a reminder of what's the product, what's in it. Here's the big idea. Just recap everything you've already done and give them a hard deadline where if they miss this deadline, they can't get the product anymore. It's really important that you hit that, remind them there's a deadline, because anyone that has seen this product but hasn't bought yet, people are procrastinators. We always procrastinate. And if you tell someone that they have all the time in the world to make a decision, what usually happens? They don't make a decision. Haven't we all had a moment where we thought, I'm going to take action on that, but I'll do it tomorrow? And what does I'll do it tomorrow mean? It means I'm never going to do it. That's just human nature. And a really powerful technique that you're going to use on day 6 is to use that scarcity and urgency to push them off the fence and force them to make a decision. If they're not going to buy it, that's fine, but they have to decide now. And if you do this properly, you'll see over 50% of your sales will come on this last day. That's where you see the biggest surge, because people don't want to miss out. And you have to let them know that if they don't take action and buy, they will miss out. I learned this from years of doing phone sales. I would be on the phone selling a product, and I learned if I don't sell this person right now, if I say, oh, you can call me back later to make your decision, they never do. If you don't close them right then and there, they never close. So this is the email version of that, to say, time to make a decision, you have to act now, and you have to be honest about it too. If you're telling them that they can't get it after the deadline, you got to close your product down and really not let them get it. And you'll probably get people emailing you saying, wait, can you open it back up for me? I really want to get this. I'm so sorry, But you have to use this to really drive people to take action. And if you want to get aggressive about it, which we do, send 5 or 6 emails on this day. And they all say the same thing. The headline will just be, hey, 6 hours left. Hey, 4 hours left. Hey, 2 hours left. Really hit that deadline hard. I know you guys don't want to be pushy or salesy, but this is the time to do it. And because you've built so much value and goodwill through the sequence, you're not going to make anyone mad. You're just reminding them, hey, you got to do this now. So that's it. That's the golden sequence. 6 days, 6 emails, or maybe over 10 if you're doing a lot of emails on the last day. But obviously, there's a lot more that goes into this. This is the brief overview. If you already know how to write emails, if you're already familiar with email marketing, this should be enough for you to take this sequence and use it. If you have a lot of affiliate swipes, you may be able to take the swipes and just piece them together in this order, and you can create a really powerful surge of sales. One really important thing to note is there is the most important email in this sequence is the first one, the big idea. If you don't have a good big idea, this whole thing's going to fall apart for you. It's not going to work. The whole thing really keys on having a compelling big idea. And at this point, you might be wondering, well, how do I find a good big idea? What makes a good big idea? How do I look at an affiliate offer and really break it down? How do I create an offer that has this compelling big idea? How do I write the emails for this? what actually goes into a good big idea email or a good how-to email. What are all the ways that you can use scarcity? What are the ethical, non-pushy ways to hit all these buttons? Actually, just how do you take this sequence and apply it to your specific business? Some of you are affiliates, and you're going to have a specific tactic for using this. Some of you are product creators. There's a different way for you to use that. Some of you are coaches. Some of you have e-commerce stores. We've all got different business models that we use email marketing in. And you may be wondering, how specifically can I apply this sequence idea to my business? And we've gotten a lot of questions after the last video. Can I automate this sequence? Yes, you can. There's actually some cool tips and tricks that we can tell you on how to automate it depending on what you're selling. So if you have all of those questions and you want to learn more, we'll do another video after this and continue the sequence about sequences. Just comment below with the hashtag email marketing. It's all one word, just to let us know that you're interested, and to help YouTube share this video with more people who might want to see it. And that's it for this video. That's the golden sequence, 6 days on how to apply it. And now we're happy to sit here and take as many questions as you guys would like to ask for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So go ahead and type your questions in. Is there like a box on the right?
I don't know where the box is. On YouTube,
Let's see.
Yeah, it should be probably on the right.
Okay. Well, if you're on Facebook, we got some comments already. There's just a comment below here. Cheryl, hey Cheryl, thanks for commenting. Good to have you here. Brian says, what up, bros? Hey Brian, what's up, man? Thank you for watching. Stuart says, hey, what up, Stuart? Good to see you here, man. If you guys have any questions on what we just taught, the golden sequence, how it works, if there's anything that you want us to clarify or dive deeper on, we're going to be here for the next few minutes just answering questions, so go ahead. And we'll do like we did before and just bounce between Facebook and YouTube. Let's see.
So we got Viking Marketer says, LOL, I was surprised you posted a non-live video, and now you caught me off guard with this live coming. Yeah, we're getting a little tricky. Mm-hmm. Slater Documented says, love you guys. You guys be huge influencers in the space. Probably you're going to be. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I mean, really just because of people like you that are hanging out with us and helping us to learn how we can help other people more. So really appreciate you being a part of this.
We got Donald here, email marketing. Thank you, Donald, for being here. Feel free to type your questions, guys. We'll be here for a while.
Viking Marketer says, whoop woo.
Yeah.
Do we still do the 3-day emails when they first sign up?
Yes. So this is kind of, like we said earlier, there are different versions of this sequence. And when someone first signs up to your list, one thing that we've been sharing is there's a specific, what we call an indoctrination sequence, where the purpose isn't to sell a particular product, like we're talking about now. The purpose is to introduce them to you and why they're on your list. Now you can combine that with a sequence. If you'll notice the first 3 days that we showed you here, they kind of correlate to the indoctrination sequence where we've taught them a lot of sequences now, so it's hard to keep track. But when someone first joins your list, you could send them through this whole sequence and just tie it to this particular product. And usually, I know Patrick is doing affiliate stuff, but a lot of you are also selling your own products. So in my dating business, I do a mix of both. I sell my own products, I sell my affiliates products. When someone first gets on my list, I put them through this sequence. The first 3 days are the same as we've shared with you guys, only the next 3 days I'm selling my product. And I definitely want to put my product up there first because they're on my list and I want them to have my best stuff. But if you're only doing affiliate stuff, you're going to want to find, like your flagship offer, the big money maker that you've tested and your offer converts to your list, and you're going to want to put them through that sequence. And the 3 emails that you've already got, Patrick, are totally fine. This is just a more enhanced way to transition into selling something in a really powerful way.
Yeah, those welcome emails are to welcome them onto your list and set the expectations for, what they're going to experience.
Yes.
And make some sales as well. But this is going to be kind of like your ongoing sort of weekly sequence.
Yeah. Remember, this is a long-term business strategy. So we're measuring our ROI on our email marketing month to month, week to week. And so once they've gotten onto your list, you've sent them through your indoctrination emails to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what this list is about. Here's all the great stuff that I have coming up for you. The introduction. It's like you're going on a first date and telling them all about yourself. after that, this is a sequence you can just use repeatedly to continue that goodwill and keep selling things without pissing people off or making them angry, because you're sharing. Notice in this sequence, the first 3 days, you're sharing something really valuable they didn't know before. You know, you're teaching them an idea that could change the way they think about this topic forever. You're giving them some valuable how-to. And it's not, I want to emphasize too, the content-based emails that aren't selling anything. We're not just giving away information for the sake of giving away information and just giving them free stuff. We're giving away information that is calculated to teach them why they need the product. So they already want what we're about to sell them before we even sell it. They're bought into the idea of it and how it benefits them and what it does for them. So even if people don't buy from you, they're going to get a lot of goodwill and a lot of trust out of this. And it's a great long-term strategy for email lists, because it really depends on the relationship you build with people. This is a really good way to do that.
Yeah. So we got Bright Ideas Man says, greetings from Panama. Hello.
Hey,
What's
thanks
up
for being
in Panama?
here.
Will I be able to watch this again? Yes, this should be going up on my channel. And then we also, if you look, you should see a card somewhere, like a little button you can click to subscribe to our channel that we have together called Rebel Fortune. We just published a version of this presentation to that channel without the Q&A. So you'll be able to find it lots of different ways.
Let's see. Brian here said, well, shit, man, my questions are what you wrote at the end. Okay, cool. So it sounds like we're on the same page, and we're going to do another video after this to really talk about how to automate this and how to implement in different business models, whether you're an affiliate, a product creator, all that stuff. We want to do another video after this and show you specifically how you might implement this based on what your business is. Let's see. Cheryl says, being that I have an e-commerce store for fashion, do I pick a specific item in my store for my big idea? Yes.
Definitely.
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that, because we're just learning that we're teaching people that all have different businesses. So Patrick's an affiliate marketer. Cheryl's got an e-commerce store where she sells clothes for women. So yeah, what I would do to use the sequence for you is pick an item and get them excited about the item.
It's going to be awesome.
You may want to use pictures in the email to show them, like, hey, look at this awesome new dress or something that we've come out with. But don't just start selling it. Build up to it and tell them, hey, there's only 100. We did a first run of this product, and there's only 100 of them, or however many you've made. I don't know. And really leverage the scarcity that there's only so many. And a really good thing that we see on e-commerce stores that works really well in tandem with the sequence is to have a ticker or a box on the product page that tells the person how many are left in stock. So when people want something and they see the stock of it is running out, it really drives them to buy it.
Yeah, that's gonna be fantastic for you, Cheryl.
Yep. And you may already have, Cheryl, you may already have some big winning products in your store that you know are big hits. And if you sell it in the sequential way, you'll see a lot more sales.
I could see you also using this strategy for a sale, right? Like, you could, instead of doing a particular item, I would start with an item, like each, individual items, and try that out first. But eventually, this is a long-term strategy. 1 week you could just do a sale on a collection, right? So
yes,
during that week, you talk about the collection. You highlight, what's special about this collection, and then the same. In this case, it's not scarcity; it's urgency, right? So this would be the sale ends midnight, guys.
Yep.
This 10% off this entire collection. We've talked about it all week. It ends at midnight, so you gotta get in. So you could do either one with e-commerce. You have a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, a lot of flexibility, and just test it out and see what works best for you. You may even not need 6 days for this. You may be able to do like a much shorter sequence, testing different products. But the reason that this sequence works is it takes your list and focuses their attention on one thing for a specific period of time. This is what's going on. The example we used in our teaching video on this was Toyotathon. Every year, Toyota sells cars every day. But every year during a specific season, the holiday season, they go, Toyotathon is happening. All of our cars are now on sale. Probably because they're trying to get rid of old cars off the lot to make room for new inventory. But they're selling the same thing all year round, but focusing their attention during Toyotathon sells a lot more of those cars even though they're always available, putting them through a sequence and having a time constraint on it is a way that they drive a lot more sales. So you can do that for e-commerce as well and say, holiday sale is on, you know? People definitely lead, Black Friday is a great example of a launch date in a sequence where people, before Black Friday, people start talking about it. They anticipate it. They say, oh my God, Black Friday is on. What am I going to get? And in e-commerce, you can lead up to that and offer them a specific deal only for that day. If you don't get it on Black Friday, you're not getting it. Make sense?
Yep.
Cheryl said that sounds great. I'll try that.
Yeah.
Let us know how it goes for you. I'm interested to hear.
Please. Slater Documented said, Viking, that's a good question. They're talking about the welcome emails.
Okay.
Juliet Vargas says, hi, good night. Julio Vargas here. Thank you for your videos of Bing ads and nice training.
Nice.
You're very welcome. Appreciate you being here. Ken Smith says, what's up, guys? Hey, Ken. How you doing? Good to see you.
Let's see. Brian said, great video. Looking forward to the next. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks,
and
Brian.
Donald asked, are you using video sales letters? Yes. We do a combination. Some products I sell are long-form sales letters, so it's just a written version. And some of the best converting offers that I sell are video sales letters, yeah.
Bright Ideas Man. Panama sometimes has shitty internet at the beach and just be able to sign on. This video will be on the channel later. Yes, it will. Yep. On my channel, this recording of this video will be, and then if you click on the card in the video somewhere to subscribe to our channel called Rebel Fortune, you can watch the video as many times as you want. Viking Marketer, how do you make sure people don't go back and grab the offer after you've said the extra stuff is gone? I think he's probably specifically talking about affiliate marketing.
Yeah. Where's that question? Oh, right here. So every now and then, if you're selling an affiliate offer, there's certain ways to do the scarcity that I'll try and put together a lesson for a future video on like how to do this, but you don't have control on the product side because it's not your product. And I think what he's asking is, if you tell people it's closing down and the bonuses are going away, how do you make sure they don't go back later? Honestly, here's what's interesting. Your email list and your marketing and following this sequence is the reason it works so well is because you're focusing everyone's attention. And if you don't do something to focus people's attention on what you're selling, they forget about it really fast. So yeah, if people maybe find your old email and go back to get the product, maybe one or two people over time might do that, but almost everyone just moves on.
Yep.
It's really, the most important thing in marketing is to get attention. And you may find that, what do we do on the internet all day? We have a million tabs open. There's constantly things trying to distract us and grab our attention away. There's so much going on, and we can only focus on so much at once. Our brains just can't do it all. And the old way of emailing that we talked about in our last video, where you just send broadcast emails, that kind of just grabs a certain percentage of people's attention, and you may happen to get their attention one day, and they may buy it that day, and then again tomorrow, same thing. This sequential way of selling generates a big buzz, and it forces people to pay attention a lot more than just doing the one-off emails. And after the sequence is over, if you don't keep doing that again, they aren't paying attention anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the way that we do this now is we'll do a sequence 1 week, and then next week we'll start a new sequence for a new product. And by the time you start a new sequence, no one's going back to the old one. They've already forgot.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But let us know. Ken Smith says, what's up, Brad and Connor? Hashtag email marketing. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
Slater Documented says, one thing I want to know is if you haven't started email marketing yet and you don't really know what your niche would be to start, how do you discover your niche?
Good question.
We get that question quite a lot. There are different factors. I mean, are you interested in any particular niche? I mean, that definitely really helps, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about doing affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that what he's... Yeah, discover your niche. Yeah. So... let us know if you're doing affiliate marketing or you want to create your own product. But I'm going to assume you're doing affiliate marketing because a lot of people start there because it sounds like it's really hard to create your own product.
Right.
Which is funny because now all we do is create our own products because it's easier. But if you're starting in affiliate marketing, if you're just trying to figure out what's my niche, like where do I start? First, you want to do a little bit of product research. Go in like the ClickBank Marketplace or Offer Vault, which is a compendium of different affiliate offers. And maybe play around on Google Trends, which is a free tool to see what's trending in search engines, or go on YouTube. Just pick somewhere that you enjoy spending your time on the internet and see what other people are selling and see if any of that resonates with you. Like, oh, I could really dive into this and get involved. A lot of people say you should follow your passion. And I would agree with that, but only where your passion intersects with what people want.
Yeah.
What's useful and valuable to other people. What are they buying? What does the market want? The best way to find a niche is where does your passion and interest intersect with what the market wants to buy? If you can find a place where they intersect, start there.
Yeah.
And pick a niche that you're happy to stick around in for a while, because if you're just starting, there's going to be some bumps in the road where you got to learn. And if you don't like the niche, or if you need quick money and you're not willing to stick it out through the learning phase, it's going to be tough. And what a lot of people do that I think is a mistake is they jump around from niche to niche and idea to idea, and they don't stick around long enough to really get good at it. So pick something you're willing to stick around with and get good at.
Viking Marketer says, I want to move into my own products down the line. You're going to love it when you do.
Yep.
Ken says, is there some samples of your golden email sequences?
Yeah, we can give you guys some samples. It's really hard to teach a sample that will help everyone. But yeah, we can definitely come up with some of those. Everybody's just got such different businesses, and it's really hard to give, like, there is no one template that will work for everyone. And that's what we want to do in our next video is break down, if you're an affiliate, here's how you want to apply this sequence. And if you are an e-commerce store owner, this is how you want to do it. We're going to break that down. And yeah, examples would be good. So we'll keep that in mind.
Viking Marketer says there's some huge influencers on YouTube who recently did around 1 million doing something similar to the sequence with, I think it was a fashion product, might have been beauty.
That's one of the biggest niches in the world, is like makeup, beauty, fashion. Yeah. Here's the cool thing about sequences is once you know this, now that you guys have learned about what a sequence is and how it works, you're going to start seeing them everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody uses them. It's just an effective way to get attention focused on something you want to sell and do it ethically and powerfully. You're going to see sequences in everything now.
Especially all the marketers you follow on YouTube. You're going to start seeing their sequences.
Yep.
Like, hey, why is this person suddenly talking about Shopify all week?
Right.
And then at the end of the week, they're releasing their new Shopify product.
So Brian on Facebook says, I think it would probably be best to do a great job to get a click and let the product owner do the rest of the selling. Yeah, if you're doing, and then hashtag affiliate marketing. Yeah, if you're doing affiliate marketing, then your job is to drive clicks to the sales page and let that sales page sell the product. However, not all clicks are the same. And just getting someone to click, it's enough to get clicks to the sales page, but the best click that you can get is a warm click. And what this sequence does is it warms them up before they go to the sales page so that they're most likely to buy. If you're sending cold traffic to a sales page, the numbers will convert for you at a certain percentage. This sequence takes cold traffic or email traffic and warms it up, not just to you, but to the product that you're selling. That's why it's so important to have a good big idea, to have some good information, because once they land on that sales page, they are really warmed up to the idea of it. They know what it is, and they have an urgency to buy it now. So you're adding a lot of extra juice to what normally would just be a cold click.
And you know, in the beginning, in our first video, we talked about why sequences are so important and effective. And one of the things is, you know, if you're just sending random emails every single day, you're scattering your focus. You're scattering the focus of the people on your list. So this sequence will, you know, pull the people on your list that are interested in this thing and continue to build their excitement, build their interest, and like you said, warm them up. Yeah, it's perfect.
Brian also says, just to make sure to build your own list, but I think simply getting ad clicks and then an opt-in, then another opt-in is not the way to go. Create some room between the opt-ins with an instructional video that the audience finds relevant. Yeah, so our strategy with list building is we build a list. We're building several lists right now. And we will put them through a warm-up sequence where they figure out who we are and what we have to sell and what the stuff is. And then we'll put them through these sequences week in and week out to sell our products that we find valuable to them. And we don't really do different opt-ins. We do one opt-in. Once you're on our list, we don't want to have you to have to opt into anything else. But I think one point he might be making is when you're doing affiliate stuff, you're sending your list to an affiliate offer, and a lot of them will now opt into the affiliates list and be on their list. And it will work, and you will make sales, and this will still bond them to you, and they'll stay on your list. But we like creating our own products because we don't have to share our leads with affiliates if we don't want to, and we don't have to, just like Brad said, distract their attention, diffuse their attention. We want them on our list, focused on our stuff. And yeah, instructional videos that they find relevant. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. We can also, we do this via email because it's the best way we found to sell. But you can also do this on YouTube like we're doing now. You can do it on Facebook in the Facebook groups like we're doing now. You can do it on Instagram. Like any marketing channel, you can use this sequence and it will work. And we're actually going to include that in the next video as well. We're going to talk about how this applies beyond just email. Because it really is just a psychological sequence of influencing someone to want to buy whatever you have. So email is the best way to sell, but there are other things you can do too, and video works really well.
Slater says, at Viking Marketer, there are tons of e-com influencers doing mad sales, especially in print on demand and dropshipping. I've never done e-com, but it's definitely enticing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Viking Marketer says, for crying out loud, I meant to write IG influencer instead of YouTube. And then he said, yeah, makes sense. Juliet says, thank you for sharing your experience with us. God bless you, brothers. I'm going to subscribe to this channel.
Right on.
Thank you very much, Juliet.
Thank you.
Slater says, affiliate marketing, but I'd like to transition into my own product. Awesome. We do both, and we appreciate both sides. He says, great advice, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Double thumbs up to you. Viking Marketer, about seeing sequences everywhere. It's probably what you call a profession injury. Like when I worked with holding parks and such beautiful by trimming hedges.
I think I know what you mean. So he said when I worked with making parks beautiful and trimming the hedges, I started to see all the untrimmed things everywhere, and it annoys me.
Which annoyed me. Okay.
So basically, now that we have brought your attention to the idea of a sequence, you will start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
And you may not have been aware of it before. And hey, whatever you're selling to your list, they're not aware of that either. And you're going to be able to focus them on what you want them to be aware of. And that's a really necessary step to getting their buy-in to the idea and then buying the product. So now that you know this, you're going to see sequences everywhere. I mean, every successful business has some form of a sequence because it just works. It's just aligned with the way that our minds work.
Right. Slater says, what are you guys' favorite traffic source? I don't know how long you guys are going to be answering questions, but I could pick your guys' brains all day.
Hey, thanks.
Favorite traffic source? Well, I have a product called the Bing Ads Bootcamp, and I really like Bing Ads for a lot of different businesses, but I think together our favorite traffic source right now is YouTube.
Yeah, we're also buying Facebook ads, and that's working really well, so it's hard to say. I think our favorite one is YouTube because we like making videos.
Yeah.
We like doing this stuff.
And it's so effective. I mean, for getting free traffic, I just don't think there's anything better than YouTube now. It's so easy to get started, and you can do a channel in any niche. You can start from nothing with no investment and start getting real leads, real sales, building an audience if you want. I love YouTube.
Yeah, that's definitely our favorite. Actually, I have no idea how to get traffic from it or if it's relevant to what we do, but we're really into Twitch now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get traffic from it. It's all gaming right now, but it's a huge channel that's kind of taking over. Live streaming is taking over. And we just like messing around on Twitch and playing with it. It's pretty fun. Let's see. So we're happy to answer you guys' questions, but I know we tend to talk your ear off, and there's a lot going on here. Feel free to keep asking questions. We'll be here for, if people keep asking questions, I'll give this another 20 minutes. and we'll round it out at an hour. And if not, that's okay. We'll let you guys go, and we'll make another video in the next 2 days here, sharing more specifically how you can implement this in different business models. Brian said, yeah, that's what I mean. Cool. Glad we're on the same page there. Thanks for sticking around and watching, guys. Really appreciate you guys in the group. Everybody on YouTube. Seems like the questions are starting to die out, and that's totally fine. We've covered a lot here today.
Yeah, we'll be going live again in the next couple days.
Yes.
Yeah, subscribe to the Rebel Fortune channel so you can see the next videos that we come up with.
Mm-hmm. Is there a bar where they can subscribe to that, or is it a card?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a card if you know what that means, or you can look up Rebel Fortune on YouTube. We're the only channel named that. Yeah.
We that's our business that we created together, and we're now building out that YouTube channel with all of our joint projects.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's it for now. Let's see. Question from Ken.
Ken says, besides email marketing, what do you think of direct linking on Bing? Can it be profitable? Yes, it can be. I'm doing it right now. It's pretty profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, you can do that. It's like the easiest way to get started, I think. But you got to test a lot of offers and a lot of, you got to give it a little time to develop the campaign and figure out your converting keywords and stuff.
Cool.
But it's usually the one that people can wrap their minds around the easiest, so they usually want to start there.
Yep. Cool. Brian says, thanks for the videos. Take care, boys. Thanks,
Thank you,
Brian. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the questions. Cool. Well, I think let's call it a night.
Yeah.
And we'll be back. We're going to be doing this a lot over the next few weeks. We're really excited about having this sequence and implementing it systematically in our businesses. And it's fun to share. Once we find something that works this well, this fast, we get really excited and we want to share. Yeah. So more videos coming up soon in the next few days, probably 2 days. So feel free to comment below, share this video or the videos on our channel if you can. That'd be great. Really appreciate having you guys here as part of our community. It's growing really fast, and that's exciting for us to see. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.